Hello and welcome. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. This is episode 7 of Let's Play Dwarf Fortress. Ideneral. So we've got our friendly neighborhood flying men just sort of hanging out. And looks like the wagon has been pretty much removed. So I'm going to change my hotkeys a little bit. I want to make it so that this view right here, Shift H, I want this to be the home key, so F1. I want the bedrooms, right, say there-ish. That one's good, actually. This one will be F2. And F3, I think, is also bound to it for now, but that's okay. That's perfect. Okay. As long as everyone's working, I'm happy. We've got a lot of birds, so we're going to want to make some nest boxes so that we can actually collect the eggs. These beds have all been planted, except for the one there. That was interesting. Did you see what that said? Look at that. Quick Fort placeholder. Enter, Shift Enter. Enter? What does that mean? Shift Enter. I don't know, I don't get it. I want to remove these ones. I just want to build one bed. I'm sure we have the bed somewhere. Should. There we go. Okay, somebody's working on the doors. So let's go plan those doors for this bedroom area. So BD for door. We're in planning mode, so we'll just click once. Again there. Oh, I've got to click every time, apparently. Click, D, click, D, click. Maybe that's why it's not doing it like it was before. BD. Let's turn off Quick Fort mode. There we go. Yeah, apparently Quick Fort mode is not... It's like an alternative setting. Okay. Well, we've got the doors planned. And so they're going to turn those doors and then plant them down. So you've got a couple dwarves sleeping, the little Z symbols. Now, once a door has been not even planted, but just like planned, you can click R, and now it spaces the room perfectly within the borders. So we're going to press R to make it into a room, and then Enter. Go to this bed here. Yeah, there is no bed there. What is going on? Are they moving my beds around? Build bed. Bed. Okay. So now they're going to actually claim those as bedrooms. And I could, actually just for the sake of making it so that they feel nice and happy and actually have a bed, I'll just assign these first 7 beds to them. So we click on a bed, we press A, we can cycle through this list. The green names don't own a bed, the brown ones already do. So we'll just assign these other beds to these people. I think I just shuffled that guy around a bit, but he'll be okay. It'll make them happy to be able to sleep in their own bed. We're going to need to build a mess hall type place for them to eat their food in. What exactly are you doing with this? You're using a wheelbarrow to pull rough milk quartzes? That's kind of lazy. Not very heavy, are they? Take a look at them. They only weigh 6 units. Why would you need a wheelbarrow for that? Okay, I'm going to modify the stockpile a bit. Now that we've got pretty much everything from the wagon and everything indoors, now I want them to stop worrying quite so much about other stuff. So we're going to disable animals. We're going to disable We definitely don't want them to bring corpses or refuse indoors. I'm not going to have them haul stone at all. Ammo, coins, bars, blocks. Don't worry about the gems for now. Finished goods. Really, I just want to keep the food and furniture here. Leather cloth is fine. Wood we'll leave where it is. Weapons, armor. Actually, weapons and armor can stay indoors. And when it comes to the wood, we're going to make a stockpile, PW for wood. And let's make a little stockpile around our... right around that carpenter's workshop. So now they're going to take the wood and put it right next to that carpenter's workshop. So it's right handy, right next door. Now, one thing I did not bring is an axe. I don't actually have the ability to chop down wood. So let's make a training axe. To do that, we need to create a... I believe it's a carpenter's workshop? No. Is it? I can't remember. Can't remember where it's made. Yeah, it's made at the carpenter's workshop. So we'll just make a wooden training axe. And that can be used to chop down wood. Chop down wood with wood, of course. Perfectly reasonable, right? So he's currently actively making it. Check the unit list, see what they're doing. Got 2 of them digging, 2 of them sleeping, 2 of them have no job. Carpenter is currently nothing to do. Well, we're definitely going to want more beds. And I also want to start chopping down some trees and gathering some plants. And I also want to designate a stockpile outside. Let's make a pile for refuse. And we'll put the refuse kind of outside and kind of far away. We'll go ahead and click on that. Settings. We'll also allow them to store corpses here as well. That'll be fine for now. Now, with only 7 dwarves, it's really not very important when it comes to worrying about nobles and their positions and all that. So it's going to be a little while before we have to really worry about that kind of stuff. We're doing a great job digging out the bedrooms. And if we pause and go to Dwarf Therapist, read dwarves, we can probably see they're probably getting pretty happy. Okay, so complained. So it's red because it's a bad thing. Green is good. Complained of the lack of chairs lately. Has been satisfied at work. Slept without a proper room recently. So I didn't have the bedrooms built in time. She actually seemed to have taken a nap before the beds were done. Slept uneasily due to noise. That's because of the fact that they're digging near the bedrooms, within a certain number of tiles of the bedrooms. So we do need to start making that dining room. They're still happy though. I mean, they're all above 100. But they want chairs. They want somewhere to sit when they eat. Let's create a, let's just create a rudimentary dining hall for now. Actually, you know, I think I'm gonna just, let's go ahead and use Quick Fort and make the dining hall. Turn off that thing. Alt E to select a different thing. That's, no, I want to Alt F. And I want to do my dining room. I'm gonna dig it out. So we're gonna press D, put the cursor in the center. I'm going to go down 1 level. I want it right here. Alt D. And that'll work for now. It's a very simple dining hall. I've got actually a plan for it, so we'll put it beneath the bedrooms. And we need to turn mouse query back on. It's kind of annoying having to do that, but I think it's worth it. Now, if we do Alt H and then we look at my build for the dining hall, it requires 10 orders of dining room set. I created this Quick Fort layout with Masterwork Dwarf Fortress, which had a construction unit that you could make called a dining room set. So there are no dining room sets created that you can create in vanilla Dwarf Fortress. We need 40 chairs, 40 tables is what we need. Now, we don't have a manager, so we're going to have to queue it up manually. Or, how come these doors haven't been made yet? Kind of slow, aren't you? 40 chairs and 40 tables. That's quite a few. We have 3 idlers. So let's go ahead and get started on that. This is where they're all going to be made, so I think I'll actually put some temporary masons workshops down here. Let's build a workshop and mason. Build one right there. Build another one right over here. And I don't think I can fit any more like right now. I'm going to go to Dwarf Therapist, read dwarves, and who's my next best mason? Actually enable a couple of them. And since there's people who are being lazy, we'll just enable hauling for... No, wait, these are my miners, never mind. It gets a lot easier to get stuff done the more dwarves you have. Okay. Let's go back up to here. Let's turn the wheelbarrows off from this one. Let's set it so that this one doesn't accept any stone at all. Actually, I think I already did that. And we're going to go down to this level where I plan on turning this area into a dining room. I'm going to build one more mason's workshop. And then I'm going to make a pile of stone. I'm going to press Q, settings, stone. And yeah, any kind of stone can be brought here. We'll permit 3 wheelbarrows. And we're good to go. So now, anyone that's not doing anything is going to haul the stone from the dug-out bedrooms down to this level here, so that we can kind of make it quick. I'm also going to go back to this stockpile and turn off furniture. I don't want them to actually haul all of the chairs and tables up here. I want them to just build them in the room. Still have one idler. That is my carpenter. Carpenter should pretty much always be making beds. Some wooden bins could be useful. Bins are used to store items. I don't want to make my chests and things out of wood. I like to use wood as little as possible. A couple wooden cages could be good though. So let's make wooden cage. We'll make some buckets. We'll make some more barrels. And we'll just double those up a bit. There we go. Get to work, carpenter. And let's label this spot hotkey 3. Now, they're going to continue focusing on digging because they're more proficient at it and they like it better. But since I've enabled a few extra masons, one of which is Locum the miner, hopefully we'll be able to encourage them to do lots of creation. So we've got these 3 masons workshops. Let's start off with the chairs. So we'll go to, it's actually a throne is what it's called when it's made out of wood, or excuse me, stone. So we're going to make, oh, Dactite throne. No, I don't want that. That was weird. I want to make a throne, and Control D, I just want to make 10 of them. Soon we're going to start using a tool called Workflow. I just didn't want to overload you with too much stuff right away. So we're just doing this kind of the old-fashioned way for now. We're not even using the manager program, which I usually like to wait till the first migration wave before worrying about the manager or broker, that kind of stuff. After she's done with that, let's have her work on some cages. These doors don't seem to have been placed. I wonder how this works. I'm gonna have to read up on it. When does it unsuspend them? What if I click unsuspend? Nope, I can't. I don't have any control over it. Huh. It worked pretty well with the beds, but it didn't seem to do much with the doors. Alright, let's we'll just get rid of them and then plant them down, because I know we have the doors. Oh, you know what it's doing? It's doing this planning mode thing. That's why. Okay, DX. No. Click it. X. 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 Build door. Planning mode off. Just put an actual door there, please. There we go. Okay, well, I'm going to take a break from this, I think, and read up a bit on this, because I'd really like to make that planning tool work. I think that'd be pretty neat. In the meantime, we've got them working down here. Let's queue this one up with 10 chairs as well. And once they're all completed on this, we'll know that we have 40 chairs. And I'm going to probably assign pretty much everyone to the masonry thing until we get this dining room built out. And then once they're done building everything, we'll destroy the 4 mason workshops and build out the dining room. So I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.